Sonnet 4.6 is launched, and yeah, another state-of-the-art AI model, right? This video will be a bit different. We are going to test 4.6 in comparison to its previous model with 4.5. And why I'm saying that is because 4.5 is also pretty new, but if you see the launch blog here, we will test that only on these parameters: coding, computer use, long context reasoning, agent planning, and knowledge work and design. So in these 6 areas we are going to test that, and because they said it's a upgrade from the previous model in these areas, so we will test that out in these areas. First, let's go with the first is coding. So I wanted to use on Claude Code, but in the Claude Code they don't have the previous model, so they just upgraded to 4.6 as generally available. But anyway, and I wanted to use the Claude Chrome for the computer use, and again they only have this 4.6. First, let's talk about the computer use and the agentic behavior. Search for the top 5 trending AI news stories today and extract the headlines and URLs and paste them into a Google Doc and format them as a numbered list with bold titles. Okay, so this can be a great example using the Claude Chrome. Let's see if inside the Windsor it can perform something like that. So let's see if it can do this. So here I'm going to paste this again for the 4.5, the same thing. Okay, so both are done, and you can see on the left the top 5 trending AI news stories. Here on the right you can see EU probes Elon Musk grok over deepfake creation, GDPR. So this is quite old news, so I give it a mark to the 4.6 because these news are pretty new. Here on the left side in Goldman Sachs deployment, if you open the link here and let's see if it's of 17 of 2026. So this is, if I go here in the news section, the latest news archives, no news here. This is not a valid news resource, but if you see on the left side, the news resource is from the artificialintelligencenews.com, and on the right side, all the news has been picked up from the one archive. So definitely the search has been improved. If I go here, let's go with the Claude desktop and see if it can do this. Okay, so it's been 15-20 minutes for the simple task. All it have to do is to extract the top stories and format that into my Google Doc, and it failed to do so from 15 to 20 minutes. Anyway, so I will going to stop this, but yes, the agentic search tool is actually working here. A big upgrade, because the way it search for the keywords, the way it search for the web is far better than the previous. So I give a point to that, but this Claude Chrome is just stuck. I don't know why. So it's keep on pasting news and keep on deleting it. I don't know why it's so hard for 5 minutes of work. So anyway, so I'm going to stop this. I don't want to waste credits on such a nuisance. Let's build some app. So here, full stack task manager app with the React front end, Node.js backend. So we will see how it's going to perform here. Let me close that, and I will say create folder with task manager and paste down this and let it complete, and the same I'm going to do with this. So let it complete, both install succeed. So there is the system browser, so let's see the browser here. So simple login page, so let's ask for the sample login because there is none on the login. Okay, database fresh demo user. So let's go to here. This is 4.5 and this is 4.6. Let me open that side by side. So you can see on the left is more professional and the layout is quite good and intuitive as if you compare to 4.6. Design is much better, so there's a kudos to the designing part, and this is very standard as we see on all the previous models. They love this side borders here. So no task distribution, nothing. So completion rate, so it added the completion rate. Standard charts here, which is not added here, so it's a big upgrade to be honest. And the recent task also added the task by property. Nothing is being added here. So if I go to the task here, create the task, so let's get something like front end sample priority, let's say high, and due date is real soon, and create the task. So task is created, and there's nothing like view the task. If I click on the edit, I can just edit this particular task. So if I go to here, the task, oh wow, so it has added the one style pending, in progress, and completed with all the filters here that one can simply go here, and you can even start the task here. Okay, so task has been started for these For example, let's task. Okay, all these tasks in the started and in the progress, but it's only show one option is complete and undo. That's it. So if I click on mark as completed, so it's great. Now I can archive it, delete that task. Great. It's great, to be honest. And I wish they have added a drag and drop, but anyway, it's quite good. So let's see the search option is working. Let's search for the API. Oh yes, it's working. And if I go to the dashboard, you can see all the charts are in the progress. That's great. Before there was some to-dos here, but many tasks are in the progress, so that chart is working. So if I go to dashboard here, the chart is only of one, which is the pending and the task by priority, but it also have the completion rate, priorities, task created, and also recent task lists here. So it's actually a big upgrade from the previous model, and in just one tiny little prompt it created this app which is in production stage. So now next is agent planning. Anthropic said it's an upgrade for agent planning as well. So this is the prompt which I'm going to use, that your autonomous coding agent build a web scraper that pulls product prices from 3 e-commerce, compares them, and emails a daily summary report and plan your steps first, then execute. Let's see how it's going to plan this. I'm going to create a new chat. Let's close it, create folder with sites, and this the same I will use on the 4.6. Okay, so our scraper is ready. So I configured my email, and here are the instructions. So first we need to go here. So let's copy this command. So verifying SMTP connections. Okay, and sample email sent to this. So let's see if I got any email. Oh yes, so we have got our email, which is a sample report from daily price comparison report. So this is just a sample report. Look at the design, very detailed one. These are the lists, that just the sample script, that's it. So we are going to perform a real test. So let's go back here. Now if I want to run a full live scrape plus email, scrape real data, then email, then I will just press this once, and now running in the parallel, report summary, site scrape 3. Okay, so email sent report successfully. So this is the email report. So 320, okay, books to scrape 20. So these are the books it scraped, about the rating as well. So these are the top 5 cheapest one, top 5 expensive one, you can see, and the web scraper test store laptops. So these are the 3 products that it scraped, and first was the book, then the laptops, and then the phones. So 3 things it scraped, all detail about it, like here, the cheapest one, the most expensive one, 2 things. So you can configure that by going into the app and tell it to configure. So this is how the scraper looks like. So we are not going to go in deep, but I'm going to show you what it did. So also one more thing is Sonnet 4.6 used React Next.js, and 4.5 used Python. So let's go here, copy this command and paste this here. Now it will start installing all the dependencies, and now we will run this, and you can see it starts scraping 2 products. So it failed to scrape the internet for these, so no prices available. And if you see on the logs here, so it shows the error here with the 4.3 client error, forbidden for URL, and on Amazon it failed, on Best Buy it failed, and New Egg it failed. But this is quite opposite for the 4.6. It was a working script. You can optimize any product and make it working. So big thumbs up to the 4.6. On the one go, our web scraper is ready to use. So for the agent planning, 4.6 is way better. Now it's also said that 4.6 is better in designing. So let's create something, a SaaS landing page design for AI writing tool, include a hero section with animated gradient, feature cards, pricing table, and a testimonials. Use only CSS.js, nothing else. So let's test that out, I will say in the new chat. Okay, so 4.5 is done. Let's open this. So there it is. So the style is pretty decent, but you can see the color options and aesthetics are not on that level. So very basic, that you can even get from any lower level or any open source LLM. So this is just one page landing page and nothing else is working, just a little of animation on the hero section, that's it. So very basic. I don't think this is much to comprehend from this. So let's just wait for the 4.6. I think 4.6 is done. So let's click on system browser. Wow. So at one go, this is the design you're getting. So let me add the comparison view. Look at the difference from the 4.5 to the 4.6. this is a big upgrade. And you can see the color choice here, the animation on the hero section, the logo clouds, and look at the cards here, look at the steps here, cards here, pricing section here, and this is the CTA with the carousel and FAQ sections and the CTA at the back. Look at on the right is pretty simple, and it didn't even look for the aesthetics, and the color choice is way bad if we compare to the 4.6. so this is huge upgrade, and it's getting better day by day. Again, on the designing, thumbs up to the Sonnet 4.6. and going forward to the next is we are going to do some knowledge work, and as per the Anthropic, it excels at knowledge work and office task. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a 50-page financial report and tell it to create a report in HTML and JS. So I've already created the folder here. So I'm going to just create a new chat, paste that prompt and press enter. Let's wait for our report to be finished. The knowledge work test is done. So 4.6 actually go ahead and install the dependency to read that PDF file, but 4.5 failed to do so. It didn't even try to create some tool to extract the content. If you see on the 4.6, it did first do that, for example, PDF to text, and then use the Python to get all the context and then read it in detail and then provide the executive summary. But on the right side, it just surrender. They're not going to do anything. If you see the report here, so this is the report, and also added the dark mode, light mode, which is quite amazing. This is the heading and document clarification. Reporting is here, strategy recommendation. So this is what I wanted from my report, and it's done within 5 minutes. And if you compare to the 4.5, it's not even tried to convert that PDF to the text. So this is a big upgrade for Sonnet family. And last is to long context reasoning, which is the 1 million token window. So here is the entire open code base. So this is the code base, and find all the functions that handle user authentication, identify potential security vulnerabilities, and write a detailed audit report in HTML, CSS, and JS. So this is what I want to create. And let me just copy this and paste that here, but I'm going to choose 4.6 thinking 1 million model here, and it's going to cost me a huge credits, but let's test this out. And the same I'm going to use here with the 4.1 million model, and let's press enter and see what it can do. So analysis from a 4.5 1 million model is done, and we can see here this is the post is the authentication system security audit report. Okay, so there are 3 critical, 5 high risk, medium risk, and low risk. So these are the findings. So if we just click on critical, it will show that the JWT token without expiration. So this is one. And if you go high risk, so missing auth state parameter validation, and there's a medium risk. Let's compare that with the 4.61. Both are done, but let me show you one interesting thing is, so first here, look at the context. Context is beyond 200k, so it's around 250k context used by the 4.6. Why? Because the level of research it did is to scrape every file in that repo and analyze that, and then it provided the report. But on the right side, it only used around 7% of this context, around 70,000. And if I see on this, it just search for that authentication part and leave everything else. So the report are based on that. And here you can see the report I've already show you about the 4.5, but this is more precise report. And here with the authentication function identified, the list is huge. 22 here is only 5. So this is the level of upgrade from 4.5 to 4.6. They should have named it net 5, to be honest. The level of upgrades it has done. So thumbs up to all the levels that they have posted. It was 100% correct in my testing like I have presented here. So I hope you like this video, and I'm going to use 4.6 more than Opus 4.6 obviously because of the cost. So how did you like this video? Let me know in the comment box. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.